So, it's Tuesday. Beautiful day outside, the sun is shining, feeling good. Had a fairly productive day yesterday. A few internals first thing, followed by lots of Zooms and in-depth sort of project-based meetings with pushing different things along with external and internal, people. So that was good. And looking at ways we can improve our software, our systems, our processes, very much all around that at the moment, just in that sense of where we're trying to scale. So we did that. And then today, really, I've got a morning of a couple of further software and development meetings around that, mostly on Zoom, that sort of stuff. I've got another contractors coming out to have a little chat about some windows and doors over the road at 20 Brocks Road. So we've got that in play. What else is happening? We've got a little bit of admin to do. We've got a deck to prep. I've got a client visit tomorrow. I'm heading up to, I don't really know where. I just know it's quite a way away. So we're going to be in the car in the morning, heading up there. Try and get up there for about 11 a.m. And then this afternoon we've got our monthly financial meeting where we're going over our management accounts, strategy, where we're at, are we on track, are we not, where do we need to be, and just reviewing everything in depth with our sort of financial team. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a pretty solid day, and go from there. Lessons learnt from yesterday then on that?
The issue is I guess it's check the proof more, but it was such a minuscule thing.
What was it, printed wonky?
It was like, oh my god, it was so hard.
So it's a proof job. Mm-hmm. We didn't look at the proof close enough on the screen, zoomed in while we were printing.
Yeah.
Cool, okay. How, because I've seen this before when we're sometimes making the umbrellas out here, but there's no screen here or whatever. What can we do about that? Because to me, is that what happened?
Right.
So we had an order go late, but it was as a result of just checking the proof rather than being behind schedule.
Mm-hmm. We haven't messaged them yet. We need to message them.
That is really, really fucking bad. If something ain't leaving here, the least we've got to do is let Order Success know. That is like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
That's a non-negotiable. That's the sort of thing that does make me annoyed, because that's just basic. That poor woman or bloke could have an event today that they've spent thousands of pounds on, and their 5 staff are going to that event, now going to be waiting for a courier. You know what it's like when you order some clothes because you're going out for the weekend. You're waiting in on the courier all day, and if that don't turn up, imagine how angry and frustrated you're going to be with the brand.
Yeah, we should have done that ASAP, but we'll do it.
So please, let's learn from that, yeah? Mm-hmm. That's like even more of a lesson we need to learn. Yeah, it shouldn't have happened in the first place, but even worse is we didn't tell us, and there's enough of us here. Even if, if you're busy, Jack can do it. Mm-hmm. I don't care, call me, I'll do it. As long as someone does it, that's all we need to do, yeah? Other than that, yesterday, apart from that one going late, everything went smoothly?
Yeah, everything went on.
Right, let's talk about that. So is this the jig that's off or the product? Jig. So we need to get one ordered ASAP.
Yeah, we need to send that one of those.
Jack, will you do me a favour and message him today and ask him to organise that, Cody, and he'll sort it out today, yeah? If we send it back and he keeps it for 3 weeks, we're in trouble, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because they're becoming quite popular, them cables. But we do need to get to the root cause of it.
The issue is we can't carry on about it.
No, it's not worth it, no, 100%.
The latest time was insane.
Yeah. How'd you get on yesterday, Holly? How's it all going?
All right over here. Yeah, we tried out both the ribbons, which I gave to Cody.
Oh, amazing. Oh, fantastic. Oh, brilliant.
I think today I'm just doing a couple
Just
more,
keep practicing, just making different ones. Yeah. Did Cody get you some different artworks to play with? Let's try and have a little conscious effort, although we're very busy, to tidy up some stations, because I had a little walk around this morning. It's not looking too good. We're slipping on that. We've been doing so well, and then all of a sudden we seem to be in a little bit of a state. So if we can all make a conscious effort, our little area, have a tidy up. There's lots of stuff left over misprints, everything. Let's have a little tidy up, yeah. Because we've got a tidy place we're working in, we'll have a clearer mind, and it'll be less chance of mistakes happening, yeah. Anything anyone's worried about today? So, pretty good morning. Been still trying to get used to filming because I haven't got Matt filming us at the moment. I'm still trying to get used to remembering to film myself throughout the day. It's not the most normal of things for me. So I keep missing lots of my day out, to be fair. But I'll get there. Practice makes perfect. But yeah, so it's around lunchtime now. I've just come back from a meeting with Windows and Doors company. A nice fella come out, just having a look at some of our expansion plans for our sales and marketing site. In regard to some new windows, improving the doors. So when we acquired the building, some of the doors aren't great. So looking to improve them, put some more commercial grade doors in there, and also looking at the windows and everything, the new sort of fittings, and chopping out some areas that we're going to put in some more windows upstairs to add some more natural light. Great for the mental health and all that stuff. So yeah, we're looking into that, which was good. We've had a couple of meetings on Zoom with some software developers looking at some custom bespoke built software. So we've always used very much out-the-box solutions for our manufacturing and capacity planning, things like that for in our facility in-house. But we've stretched it so far and it's holding us back now. And a lot of our sort of on-time in full issues that we get definitely relate back to over-scheduling, over-capacity, that sort of stuff. So we want to really invest and double down into technology. So Cody's really taken the lead on that. I just wanted to sort of be involved a little bit and put my input on what I think we need and lay out some expectations there. So he's really doubling down on that, setting out a brief, screen recording what we want, and sending that out, and he's liaising with those partners, which is good. And yeah, just been working on this, having a look over some photography, a photo shoot that we're getting. We use an external photography company that we basically shoot we like to use as much of our own unique imagery on our products as we can, especially for our stuff that we produce ourselves and that we've created and produce in-house. So I was just getting a bit of a brief put together for some imagery that I've had a look over our site and I'm not 100% happy with. So I want some better imagery, some more improved imagery. So I was just putting a bit of a brief together and organising that, and then I'm going to have a chat tomorrow with Cody and Zoe on getting me some really nice samples put together and produced of those products, so we can get them shipped off to the photographers and get some really beautiful shots put together, which really illustrate how nice. It's so hard to sometimes showcase products and how great they can look with the right branding and the right sort of design thought behind it just on a website. And we have so many thousands of customers now all over the UK and now Europe that it's difficult. You know, we can't exactly just get in the car and go and see every single one of them, although we are tomorrow, which is good. So we're trying to I just want the best imagery. I want the best videography on our site of showcasing products, the pros, the cons, you know, why this promotional notebook is better than that, you know, why it's not so better than that, you know, just being real with people on our website and not leaving it to guess, just looking at the same stock photo on website after website after website. There's nothing that drives me more insane. So there's something that I'm trying to really double down on. This afternoon, very soon, we've got our monthly financial meetings. We're looking at our management accounts, our cash flow, you know, sort of strategy, where we're at, anything to, you know, worry about, anything positive, looking at how the performance was for the previous quarter and the previous month. So yeah, that's always leaves my head spinning afterwards. So that's going to be exciting. And then yeah, tonight just more meetings, a few Zooms. I used to stay in the office till late, and then just smash through and then go home and that would be the end of the day. But I've started the last few months and I feel much better for it. I leave at a fairly normal time, but usually by about 6 p.m, go back, have a freshen up, and then I get a good 2 or 3 hours in the evening in. But I get that time and I feel a lot more at ease, and I've mimicked. So I've set up home office very similar to my work office with the same display, the same keyboard, same mouse. So in terms of that, I can just switch and I can still be as productive, if not more, but just being in a different setting to the day really helps. So yeah, that's that. We'll try and film as much as I can this afternoon. And And then, yeah, onwards and upwards from there. So we had $4.5 grand on twice. Oh.
So I avoided it off, and then I picked up on a couple of other ones.
What? How would that happen?
It'll be probably it's always a bit tricky.
Well, I'm just trying to think of a solution for how else we could do that.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you get stage payments. They want a bit up front before they start making it.
Yeah.
A bit on the shipment if it's coming in from Europe. That's what the last couple we did want on was.
Because you bought another that big machine. Was that?
That came from Italy.
As well?
But I remember you came in and I said, look, Ben, what do you think? And you went, yeah, because that was about 70 grand or something. What's that for?
I think this one is probably
15 grand.
So this stock figure, I'm still not 100% happy with it, but I don't think that includes goods in transit.
Yeah.
To keep going in and out.
Okay, I'll
say that's 3 days there, and there's 77.
Yeah, no, there'll be a lot. Yeah, I will. I'll get him to. I'll get that hooked up because that will help, won't it? It's just annoying. My only hope is that over time that whole stock system can be majorly improved.
Well, if we could, like you say, if you can get this sort of barcoded type system in place as well.
Yeah. He should be back, and then the new girl that's joining as well. Okay. So that should really bolster that department. Yeah, just have a little look at performance. So I mean, April we were above target, weren't we? Yeah, and that's when I've had to step in at the end of the month and start doing the Wednesday night meetings with them, start to try and turn things around, which seems to be, so far this month, it does seem to be on the up. We had products that we hadn't had a price increase on for 2-3 years over there. And if you think in that time, amount of raw material, electric, wages, the amount that's gone up is off the scale. So there was stuff that we were running over there at no margin. Sickening as it sounds. It's like a massive blinding flash. But I was like, Jesus, so that should slow. It's going to take a bit of time to kick in, but the sales prices on the website has now changed. So over the coming months, we should really start to see, because for me, it's just not worth having that if it's running at the same margin. The errors, the reprints, the mistakes, sorting out our buy-in. I think there's a lot of things I could do to get it probably even higher than that, but I'd like to, by the end of the year, try and get it close. What are we grouping into premises costs? Are we putting rates, rent, everything in there? So that's grouping repairs and maintenance, so any work on that front as well. Oh, okay, cool. Well, when people used to say they had a monthly budget for repairs and maintenance, I used to think, what? But it's got to that point where we've literally got contractors in here every month. There's always something that seems to be wrong. Just finished up our monthly management accounts review for April. I just finished that up with Ben and sort of wider team. Missing Trev today, he's got a few things going on. So just myself and Ben and Louise. So we're just going over that, looking at everything from, that's everything finance related in the business, from payroll to, the way we're handling our sort of management accounts, strategy, equipment that are coming in, the way we're reporting on things, the operational accounts duties and what can be offloaded to different, to new people that we're bringing in to sort of, as we're growing and the volume is increasing. So yeah, just loads and loads happening. So it's really exciting, just making sure that everything's tickety-boo and pushing along nicely, which is good. I feel pretty drained after that. I think I always expect it after that, but when we do that monthly meeting, there's so much numbers and thinking, real deep thinking in the moment. My head just goes. And we were supposed to cover some other bits off, and in the end, I just needed my brain to stop because it was heavy today. So, gonna reconvene on that at a later date. And I think sometimes it's about accepting that and just if you listening to your brain and your body. I was getting to a point where I probably couldn't add much more value because I was my brain just wasn't there. It was overloaded from other thoughts. So. So we're making progress. It's positive. Just feel extremely tired and drained today. It's been one of them. It's been a long day with a lot of thinking, and a lot of needing a lot of answers to a lot of questions. So it's all good. Tomorrow we're out on the road, so that'll be interesting. It's about 4 o'clock now, so got a little bit more to do in the day. I've just had a text from Zoe to say that we had 100% on time in full day with production, so I'm really pleased about that. We're really getting that up now. So everything, all of it from our in-house facility left today on time in full, no issues, no snags. I'm really proud of the team there. They're really making some headway considering how short-staffed they've been at times. So that's really good. And yeah, onwards and upwards. Another long day, but you know, we're making progress, so all good. So if you remember last week, the yard was looking an absolute tip. We had pallets everywhere, mess everywhere. Well, the legend that is Christian has had a little bit of a quiet afternoon, and he has come out and got all of the yard tidied up, made some space here, cleaned up all the pallets that are left over, and we're in a position now where we can finally get container 7 into place. Got a couple of pipes left, but then we can get container 7 in over the next week or so, and we are off to the races in terms of holding even more stock. So thank you very much, Christian, for what you have done there, my good friend, because we are now in a position to get that container in. Good morning. It is, what day is it? It's, genuinely can't think of the day. It's Wednesday, and we are heading to Farnborough. I've just spilled my coffee everywhere. It's brilliant. We're heading to Farnborough, which is about a 3-hour drive. And we're going to visit a new client. No, we're not going to visit a new client. I'm all over the place this morning. We are going to visit an existing customer. And we're just going to get out on the road for the day, see them, spend some time with them, understand a little bit about, you know, their needs from us as a business, what we can do better, you know, how we can improve. Is there any services that we're not currently able to offer them, you know, that they would like to see from us, all those kinds of things. And I'm really looking forward to it, actually. It's something that before, you know, a few years ago, I used to be out and about getting in front of our customers and spending time with them a lot more, and I do struggle recently to do that, and it's something I absolutely love doing. It's how I first started in sales and business, and I used to get out and see people, so I miss it sometimes, and I love nothing more than going in there. And I actually want to hear sometimes negative things, believe it or not, because I want to use that as ammunition to come back and improve on. I almost don't want to hear, you know, oh, everything's amazing, everything's going so well, you do every product, because I think there's always room for improvement. So I want to know what their frustrations are, even if it's only tiny little things. I want to know, and I want to get that feedback and bring it back. So yeah, just heading in the car now to there. Going to be a good 3-hour drive. I'm going to use that time to get ahead on some phone calls with some of the internal teams, some external people, move some things along. Just because you're in the car, I don't believe it needs to be wasted time. And I actually get a lot done in the car, and I also get some amazing thinking time, which works so well as well for me. Getting that really deep thinking time in. So I'll start moving things ahead in my head, coming up with ideas, making some phone calls, pushing things along. And then when we get there, we'll have a couple of hours with the customer, and then we'll head back up. I've got a couple of things to do this afternoon, aiming to get back up to the office for about 3:30, all being well, we shall see. And then from there, we've got the production workshop tonight, every Wednesday night, so we've got that. Looking forward to getting stuck in with that tonight, seeing what the production manager is going to sort of provide us an update on KPIs, how things are going, where we're doing well, where we're not. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Wednesday's always an extra late one for me, and today's been an extra early start as well, because I wanted to make sure I got that gym in this morning before I got in. So yeah, it's been a busy day, long day. I'll sleep well tonight. But yeah, days like this, I love it, and it's exciting. So see where we go from there, really. Just finished up a really good meeting with a customer that we've worked with for a little while, and absolutely loved it. I love getting back out and seeing people. I used to do it all the time, and I get such a buzz in there. You know, we're talking about a couple of projects they've got coming up, big projects this year, and you know, I just get a kick out coming up with ideas and bouncing those creative ideas around different products, the way we can enhance things, so we're not just doing the basics, you know, on clothing, garments, and you know, notebooks and different products, the way we can uplift it to have it, make it even more meaningful to their brand and their business and the mission of what they're trying to do for these particular events. So absolutely loved it, and we had some really great feedback. You know, things haven't always run smoothly between us and them. You know, we've had a few issues in the past with products and things like that, and you know, it was really nice feeling actually to be, you know, be recognised, and she was saying how, you know, the reason they've want to continue the partnership is because it's the way we handle it, and you know, we're not afraid if something's gone wrong to just, you know, whatever the cost, we'll put it right. And she was saying at how many different organisations they've, you know, different suppliers they've used before that don't have that mentality, and refer people to the T's and C's. And I you know, I think we often overlook it because it's just normal for us, but yeah, really proud, and I've come out feeling really good, really excited, and it makes me think how many more amazing, you know, conversations and customers could I be going to see that we work with day in, day out, and I just don't get the time, and so I'm going to prioritise that. I'm going to try and really, over the next 6 months, I really want to get out and see people more, because I love it. I really get a kick out of it. So yes, heading back now from wherever we are, Hampshire, I think, something like that. About a 3-hour round trip back, so more calls, more thinking. Had some really good thoughts on the way down, and I was flinging things off on the phone, ideas, things to push things forward, so I love that. I'm going to head back, get back, bit of catching up of the day. Somehow I got about 182 emails that have come through in the time I've been in the car, so I'm going to catch up on that, delegate some actions from this meeting we've just been through, and then get prepped and fired up for our production workshop tonight. Happy days.
For waste. So last week was 1.63, this week was 1.39, obviously target's 1.5, so basically keep going as we are last week, and we should cancel that tiny little bit over out, and we should be on target for that. Last week, no complaints from any customers. All customers were 100% happy with all of the work we produced, which is fantastic. And annoyingly, I think we had maybe 1 or 2 days last week where we didn't send much out. There was just a kind of a trough in the amount of orders we dispatched. So actually, although we're off target on there, only 1 order didn't go out in full on time out of all of the orders we sent out.
So wrapping up Wednesday, it's been a long but productive day. I was just like 6 hours in the car, but really productive meeting. Really great to get back out on the road and see customers. I don't get to do that enough, and I really enjoy it. It's something I love doing, finding ways we can be better, hearing about customers' experiences with us, you know, their interaction with the brand, with our team, that sort of stuff. Customers suggesting things we could do better, getting into the creativity on that. That was really fun. And then end of the day, got back and we had our weekly production meeting, which was fantastic. Our ops manager Cody shared with the team the KPIs for the last week, and they were bang on every single one, exactly where we wanted to be. And every week since we've kicked those weekly meetings off, we've just got better and better and better. So I'm so proud of the team and what they've achieved in such a short space of time, and it excites me to see what they can do over the next few weeks, as we get even more, like the best week by a long way, you know, in terms of their suggestions, their contribution to the meeting, the progress they've made. They're just doing so well, so proud to see where we're going with that. It's so exciting. So yeah, it's about 8 o'clock now, wrapping up again, another long day. Tomorrow, looking forward to it. We've got another jam-packed day, back at the office tomorrow, so that should be good. So I'm going to try and finish off all the stuff that was missed from today, catch up on the tons of emails, and then yeah, do it all again tomorrow. So it's Thursday, and Charlotte's decided to join us in the car this morning, which she's really happy about. So, what's happening?
We're off to work this morning.
Yeah.
Just got back from the gym.
And you got a busy day ahead?
Very busy day ahead.
Good. So Charlotte works in the sales team, so we commute in every morning together if she can get out of bed. And yeah, so it's her first time appearing in the video. What do you think of that?
It's brilliant.
It's really good. So we've got a busy day today. We've got Rob, our pay-per-click ads manager, in. This sounds probably awful because the microphone's hanging all over the place. But yes, so I'm going to be spending the majority of the morning with him, going over strategy, performance on last month, where we're at, some new campaigns that we're looking at doing just to get a little bit of an insight. And we're branching into kind of the whole Instagram, Facebook space more now. We're actually seeing that that's doing quite well for us, so we're going to be looking at ramping that up. And yeah, a few internal meetings. We're doing a little demonstration to our sales team. Cody's doing a little demo this morning on a new machine that we've just launched, which is going to be offering digitally printed paper bags, which is a service that we've been asked by so many customers for ages to be able to provide. Quick turnaround, small quantities, and large, at a really good rate, and speed is the critical bit there. So we're going to be doing a demonstration first thing on that. So that officially launches today so that the team can start selling. Charlotte wanted to be dropped at Tesco and I've just drove past it. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. Glad I'm not out on the road today, to be fair. It was a bit tiring yesterday. So we're going to be very much cracking through things today, and another day onwards and upwards. Are you happy?
No,
What do you think?
I'm very impressed.
You like?
I'll put some work for it, I like, yeah.
Happy days.
As well, if you could film like just a quick 40-second video introducing yourself, like if you want to follow a channel that has entrepreneur advice, the pitfalls, the ups and downs, then do something like that.
But my take on it, people do go to YouTube for long form.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but then each one that's gone, but TikTok, when I've been on there before, they're trying to push me into other things I'm not really interested in, that algorithm, whereas I found that the Instagram, it knows me inside out, so it gives me on all business related stuff, gym stuff, motivational.
YouTube does that quite well as well now.
I think it's definitely getting better.
Yeah.
So it looks to me like it's going really well.
I think so. Am I able to?
January's always going to be rough because I think the world and his wife are like, we're dead quiet organic, let's double down. But I think that what will be interesting is, since you've joined, looking at the performance in Jan 24, next Christmas and January, to see how we can perform with all the work you've done, compounding.
Yeah. I mean, we managed to get to 21 at the end of Feb, and then it's been getting better. I mean, it's a bit higher, and maybe it's still 18. The thing that I'm happy about with May versus April, so March was the best month in terms of volume.
Yeah,
so
leads coming in.
If you're happy with that figure, I think that's a good thing to try and work towards moving.
Yeah, every month it gets pushed back, but I don't want to launch it unless it's perfect, or at least good.
The quality is crap, but it's cheap. And you're getting the volume, who cares?
Yeah, it's gonna. If you throw enough mud at it, something's gonna stick. So, good morning spent with Rob, our ads manager. So we've been looking at all things paid advertising. The progress, we'd had a little check-in on progress report for the last month, quarter, how we're doing year to date, how we are on track with our goals, how many sort of leads we need to be bringing in from the paid advertising, our return on ad spend. Had a little chat around how we can improve and streamline our tracking, new campaigns that Rob's been thinking about brainstorming, new things he wanted to sort of say go ahead with, push forward with. So yeah, really good. A/B testing on a few different type of ad deliverables, different creative. Really exciting actually. You know, it's incredible the power of these platforms and what you can do with them now with the right sort of knowledge and know-how behind you. So really exciting, great morning spent. Rob will now sort of go away over the next few weeks and really ramp that up, scale it up and continue to grow and improve and bring that cost per lead down week by week, which is the aim of the game. So all is positive, all going well, and this afternoon we managed to wrap that up sooner than we expected, which is always a plus. So we were really efficient with that, got through it. So it's given me a little bit of time this afternoon, so I'm going to grab a bite to eat. And then I'm going to spend some time this afternoon just going through a few of the actions, plans. I'm supposed to be going on holiday next week, on Tuesday evening for a week. So I'm supposed to be going away to Morocco, which will be exciting. So I've got quite intense to try and get everything packed in and all the actions I've got, try and cram everything in for the next sort of few working days we've got left. I'm going to work on Saturday this week or Sunday, one of the 2 days. I'll just to kind of get everything hashed out, because every time I have a meeting, I come away with actions, and it's great having a brilliant senior team and assistant, everything that delegates. But there's always some stuff that I still need involvement in, and so yeah, going to spend the next sort of bit of time this afternoon, and then Saturday really getting into some deep work in quiet and really pushing through. But yeah, all going well. So it's been a good day. I feel good. I love doing stuff like this, working on scaling, growth, business. I don't like getting bogged down into boring operational stuff. I want to be working on stuff that's going to make a real difference, and we're going to feel it. So yeah, let's go. So wrapping up Thursday. It's been a good day actually. Spent the morning with on the ads. This afternoon, I've just realised that I've hardly filmed. I don't even know if I filmed anything this afternoon. I'm still trying to get into the habit of it, to be honest, and not having somebody sort of following me for a few episodes, just testing, self-documenting, so that you guys can see more of what I get up to. But it's difficult because you don't always. I'm just in work mode, and recording what we're up to and. Turning the camera on and off at the right moments is difficult. It's not something that comes, it's not second nature. So I'm still getting better at that. So annoyingly, been a bit stop-start this afternoon. I was doing some sort of deeper stuff. I was looking into some data. I was handing over I was having a bit of a briefing with Harrison, one of the sales team, on the client that went and saw yesterday, just giving a bit of a debrief, looking at what they can do on that project to get him up and running so he can take that on and run with it. And yeah, I mean, it's just been a bit of a stop-start. I was having a look at some marketing for our new paper bag service that we've just launched in-house, which is fantastic. Excited about that. Some marketing was going up and out today about that, and Rob was going to really kick off a campaign. And yeah, so it's just been a bit of a stop-start afternoon. The morning was brilliant, and really felt like built a lot of momentum. But this afternoon was a bit like, I got into something would happen, someone would ring, knock on the door, send me an email, and it was quite easily distracted this afternoon, which was a bit frustrating. But it was still overall everything that I had decided at the beginning of the day were the sort of 3 non-negotiables. We got those done and progressed them and ticked those off. So I consider that a good day regardless. So yeah, Friday tomorrow, bit of a slower day, a few meetings in. So yeah, and we've got our target hitters lunch for our sales team. So what we do is every month that the sales team, whoever on that target, on that team hits their sort of sales targets and their KPIs, we do sort of a target hitters lunch. So we take them all out for a nice lunch somewhere, a few drinks and some lunch. It's just a little extra way of saying thanks for, congrats for all what they've done and for being sort of top tier, if you like. So yeah, A few bits to do for a couple of hours this evening, and then early night, and get ready for a nice early start of the morning. So it's Friday. We're in the car. Ralph's here. Say hello, Ralph. And Charlotte's here.
Hello.
Tell us what your plans are for Friday.
Today, I'm off on a target hitters lunch today, which is exciting.
Very good.
We're going to a pub lunch, which will be nice.
Very good. That will be good. What else is happening? Got any big projects to work on?
Just had a nice inquiry that I need to work on this morning.
Very good.
So, yeah,
So it's going to keep you occupied.
hopefully.
Happy days. And it's Friday, Ralph, so you're nearly at the weekend. Strapped in. And he seems to be not too happy that he's had to come to work today. So yes, onwards and upwards for Friday. We've got a few interviews today that we're going to be doing. What else is happening today? We've got a couple of meetings with developers doing the site, sort of a roundup of what, because I'm going away on Tuesday. I'm going to be working over the weekend to try and get ahead on as much as possible, because I don't want any of the projects that we're working on to slow down or stop whilst I'm away, the new website being one of them. So I'm going to be putting a little bit of input in over the weekend on that. So I've got about a half-hour call with the developers this morning, just to sort of ask a few questions, because obviously they won't be contactable over the weekend. Yeah, just another day of just very much building, growing, trying to get everything better, everything sorted, and just see where the day takes us, really. Lots of sort of large projects we're just trying to get over the line. We launched a new paper bag service yesterday, which was fantastic. So yeah, just next month or so is just very much operational stuff, just trying to get with all the growth and the investment that we've put in. It's now just trying to get it all running smoothly and operationally, operational harmony, as I call it, so that we can, have a really strong sort of Q3 and Q4. So we shall see what happens. Oh, and I'm going to try and remember to film as much as I can today, because yesterday I pretty much forgot to film most of my day, and that's been a bit of a trend this week. So hopefully I will get better. So it's Friday, we're in the car, Ralph's here. Say hello, Ralph. And Charlotte's here.
Hello.
Tell us what your plans are for Friday.
Today, I'm off on a target hitters lunch today, which is exciting.
Very good.
We're going to a pub lunch, which will be nice.
Very good. That will be good. What else is happening? Got any big projects to work on?
Just had a nice inquiry that I need to work on this morning.
Very good.
So, yeah,
So it's going to keep you occupied.
hopefully.
Happy days. And it's Friday, Ralph, so you're nearly at the weekend. Strapped in. And he seems to be not too happy that he's had to come to work today. So yes, onwards and upwards for Friday. We've got a few interviews today that we're going to be doing. What else is happening today? We've got a couple of meetings with developers doing the site, sort of a roundup of what, because I'm going away on Tuesday. I'm going to be working over the weekend to try and get ahead on as much as possible, because I don't want any of the projects that we're working on to slow down or stop whilst I'm away, the new website being one of them. So I'm going to be putting a little bit of input in over the weekend on that. So I've got about a half-hour call with the developers this morning, just to sort of ask a few questions, because obviously they won't be contactable over the weekend. Yeah, just another day of just very much building, growing, trying to get everything better, everything sorted, and just see where the day takes us, really. Lots of sort of large projects we're just trying to get over the line. We launched a new paper bag service yesterday, which was fantastic. So yeah, just next month or so is just very much operational stuff, just trying to get with all the growth and the investment that we've put in, it's now just trying to get it all running smoothly and operationally, operational harmony as I call it, so that we can, have a really strong sort of Q3 and Q4. So we shall see what happens. Oh, and I'm going to try and remember to film as much as I can today, because yesterday I pretty much forgot to film most of my day, and that's been a bit of a trend this week. So hopefully I will get better.
Over the weekend, if there's anything that's duplicates, then that's fine. I'll just
I was just going to start doing, like, what we've learnt now about where it needs to have more than one associated decoration in order for it. Yeah, so obviously I know you're going to tweak it, so you're going to turn it on even if there's one that will show, but like there's some that are missing. Just to add to your list, have you had 2 of them in one day? Why are you having so many of them? You're gonna end up having a fucking.
You need to stop drinking that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's what I just said. It's going to send him doolally.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, stock system issue. If you can have that call with Tim, just try and get on the top of that. Can you make a list of areas from your point of view that you as an individual leader would like work to support on as a production operations manager? Areas that you don't feel comfortable, areas you'd like advice or question, just basically a document with as much context on what's happening, biggest frustrations, biggest struggles, all that sort of stuff, just to prize it all out of your head so we're as prepped for that as possible.
One-time calculator thing built in, so the sales.
No one's got to predict it.
Type in SKUs and it can work it all out.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of.
You can export it as a CSV. It will give you a full breakdown. Then you can weed through, like if you've got inks and stuff in there, you can cut all that out and just send him the final CSV. That's a faster way.
Yeah.
So, good morning. We've had a pretty productive one. We had a couple of internals, a few sort of meetings moving a few projects forward. That was good. Had a couple of interviews, which I didn't film for obvious reasons, which was good, for some sort of new sort of senior team member positions, if you like. That was good. Had a couple of calls that I had to do. Again, didn't film. And then we had our target hitters lunch for our sales guys and girls that hit their target for the month just gone. So as I say, at the end of every month, like to sort of really celebrate that, take them out for a nice lunch, just to sort of really celebrate people that have gone above and beyond and really smashed their own personal bests and things like that. So that was really nice. Just got back from that. Got another sort of interview to do in a short while. Burning through some emails, some admin, just general kind of sort of in-depth time on emails, admin, responding to things, signing things off, pushing things forward. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Making a few notes and things of different things that I need to get people to focus on, things that have been popping into my head throughout the day. And yeah, just a fairly positive day so far, pushing things forward. Quite happy. So wrapping up another week. That is Friday done. I've spent the afternoon trying to plan out some scripts. One of the things I'm going to try and get done next week is filming some guides, online sort of training modules for our after sales and sort of order success team on some of the new sort of processes, mantras, the way we want to handle customers, what we're looking to achieve when we're sort of supporting them, helping them. So I've been scripting some of them out and getting that prepped, and then writing a bit of an end of the week debrief, just getting everything out on paper of all the challenges of the week, things we want to solve into next week, and just prepping ready for the weekend because I'm going to be in getting some bits done. So yeah, Friday, week done, good week overall. Let's see what next week brings.